Hey, I'm going live again. I'm gonna see how I can share this. I don't know how to share this live stream right now because where am I? Ship. Okay, I'm gonna see how I'm going to share this on YouTube because my stream went down. For those who don't know, my stream went down. I'm trying to live stream episode the episode of Once More with Feeling with Buffy and just checking my channel right now. Okay, I'm here. So just going to share the link. Gonna DM it. So while we're waiting, for those who missed, there wasn't really anyone who was here. Howard was telling me that okay, DMing Howard, gonna DM Katie. Do things that I love, and just there might be a Wi-Fi issue. Uh, well, what I'm trying to do. Uh, Foof, the Wi-Fi here. Maybe switch it. But I'm doing my best. I'm just idling around here a bit, and probably not gonna. I'm probably going to edit this later and talk about how Once More with Feeling works, and include the new thumbnail because that's supposed to be how it is. But for now, I'll have. I'm just going to link the thing in my bio on Instagram. Okay, what I'm going to do, because copyright just came for me and took down my stream, went down, I'm going to pull up my script and maybe just talk about it and I want you guys to watch the episode along and you. Hey Howard, thanks for being here. I'm sorry that you're like basically the only one here, but I'm trying my best. So I'm just going to pull up my script. And if there is a relevant clip, then I'll pull up the thing. But like I said, I wasn't sure. I tried streaming and copyright claim came for me. So this is what we're going to do. So at the request of Hamilton superfan Howard Ho, who is here, say hi, Howard. I will be looking into how Buffy's Once More with Feeling works as a musical episode and how it basically set the standard for musical episodes to follow. Disclaimer before we really begin. Joss Whedon wrote and directed this episode, and he is sort of, let's just say we're dealing with some problematic issues regarding him. But we're here just to talk about the episode, and I'll mention like the commentary and stuff, but we're just here to talk about the episode on its own. And so like this season is like really divisive. I don't want any comments about, hate or anything. So I don't know, Howard, if you're here, I need to know because like says I don't have any like live viewers, but it might just be something happening. Well, in any case, so and also because this is the sixth season of a show that's been around since the 90s, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched this episode yet, or it's been a long time, I recommend you watch this episode first and then come back here. So as I said in the first live stream before it got shut down, the episode opens with this one shot of Buffy waking up with her alarm ringing, and the overture is playing as Willow and Tara and Dawn are all getting ready. But Buffy is still in her bed, staring at her alarm clock. And sorry if my eyes shift back and forth. I'm reading from the script, and also I have autism, so eye contact is a weird thing with me. So anyway, later it cuts to the magic box, which is the magic shop in the show, and Xander and Anya are checking out a bridal magazine. I'm not sure why Giles was, was taking this book away from Dawn. And then Willow and Tara are studying, and Buffy is drawing in a sketchbook and then Giles gives her this axe thing and tells her it's time to start training. And thanks for the like. So it's not until we get to the third shot of this episode that the first number actually starts. And as Buffy states, she is going through the motions. It is basically her I Want song. But the ironic thing is that she feels no joy, no exhilaration in slaying the way that she used to. So this whole episode is this whole bit in this cemetery is just so random, and yet it just feels so natural. We have all these vampires, this random horn demon, the Renfest reject tied to a tree, and she rescues him, but she says whatever, and she doesn't even care. She just walks through the cemetery, stakes a random vampire, and the music swells as the dust blows in the wind. According to the commentary for this episode, Joss Whedon said that he based the song on Pippin's Corner in the Sky. And I guess if I was more familiar with Pippin, I could tell about how it's similar musically. But at the very least, from a storytelling perspective, we know where some of the influences are coming from. Cut to the next morning, and Buffy is walking into the magic shop. The most hilarious part of this bit is everyone realizing how bizarre the whole spontaneous musical scenario is. It gets very meta. It's like that opening number from the Scrubs musical episode where Miss Miller, the patient of the week, is like, "Why are you singing? Wait, why am I singing?" This quickly leads into the first ensemble number, I Have a Theory. And Tara does this bit with the jazz hands, which I think is very cute. She's also wearing this Renaissance Fest outfit, and Buffy has this cute cameo necklace, and I love Anya's butterfly top. It is triangle top. And Willow's wacky Broadway nightmare line is a callback to the season 1 episode Nightmares. So this number does a really good job of establishing everyone right off the bat. Giles is theorizing. Xander puts his foot in his mouth by assuming it could be witches, which cues Tara and Willow to just, glare at him very disapprovingly. And then Anya thinks it could be bunnies. She has this hard rock thing complete with the air guitar. It's such a funny number. And I love it. And I'm just trying to, okay, there we go. I gotta love the switch from the typical Broadway sound to the hard rock bunnies, it must be bunnies. But just as the Scoobies get into research mode, Buffy comes in with a speech that sounds pretty inspirational, but also hints at her apathy. I mean, regular Buffy would be somewhere between freaking out and being weirded out, but Buffy doesn't really feel anything. There's this underlying apathy within her, and it's just so sad, but I love that, no matter what Buffy feels, she just tries to put on her best face and tackle the problem that's right in front of her. And I'm just going to take a minute to try and share this social link, the link to the new live stream on Discord, where I am right now. Okay. Anyway, so I really love this number because, it ends with "There's nothing we can't face except for bunnies." And in case you're wondering if the Scoobies are the only ones who are experiencing this strange phenomenon, hopefully copyright doesn't come for me, but I do have the song. They do have the whole mustard thing. So like and I also share on Facebook too. So while the mustard is okay, hopefully 21 seconds won't get the copyright thing, but we will see. I'm going to screen share.
They got the mustard.
Sorry, that was a mistake. Sorry. My screen share. Here we go. I'm going to do tab. Here we go. Share. And then so Buffy goes out and then she sees this.
They got the mustard. They got the
mustard. Okay, fun fact about this bit from the mustard. They actually did the same choreography and the same musical thing for the Girls versus Suits song in How I Met Your Mother. It has that same bum 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 kind of thing. I'm not sure what to call it, but that's the same like musical phrase, so to speak. So anyway, the next scene has Dawn rushing in as the Scoobies are researching. Tara and Willow are whispering to each other, and then they make this really lame excuse to leave. The two of them go for a nice bright walk in the park. A couple of boys are checking out Tara and Willow out, and Tara has this adorable moment where she says, "Oh my God, I'm cured. I want the boys." And she's of course joking, but Willow like pulls her back, and they have this really cute moment. But as much as I love this scene, and don't get me wrong, Under Your Spell is one of my favorite parts of the episode. As Tara says, something just isn't right, because Tara is literally under Willow's spell. So while Tara is dancing with those ladies in the park, what's gonna happen next is sort of problematic. I mean, points for lesbian loving representation, but the consent is dubious. And as Buffering Podcast on Spotify said, how? What are the logistics of this? Just how? You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that. We have bigger problems here because the next scene has the next scene has, the Scoobies discussing how the whole musical thing is kind of weird and they want to stop it, but Dawn doesn't see anything wrong with it. But the Act 1 part of this, episode ends with this guy tap dancing until he spontaneously combusts. And that was also like the first glimpse of the bad guy. We do not know who he is yet. The next morning, Xander and Anya are in their apartment just chilling. While Xander is rambling, Anya starts singing, and their number is reminiscent of the golden age of like Fred and Ginger. I think the commentary said something about it being inspired by like Singing in the Rain, the golden age of Hollywood musicals with the dance scenes. And it's a very like throwback vaudeville comedy style musical number. It's really sad that like Willow and Tara get this Disney princess sounding thing, and Xander and Anya have a comedy bit, which, well, let's just say it tracks for the both of them. I love the dancing though, and it's just a really funny number because there's a lot of callbacks, and it kind of foreshadows some things to come, but that's spoilers, and I really do not want to talk about that. So anyway, this musical phenomenon is getting seriously pervasive because in the next shot, Xander and Anya are arguing with Giles as they're walking down the streets of Sunnydale. There's some street sweepers who are dancing behind them. A woman is trying to sing her way out of a parking ticket. The parking ticket lady is played by Marty Noxon, by the way. And Giles says that Buffy is checking out all the local demon haunts. But if you're familiar with the show like I am, well, she is actually cutting to the Spike, which will cut to like later in the nighttime, and we'll have to see like I'm just going to check on this stream a bit because I don't want copyright coming for me, but I really want to play this song from Hamilton. And uh what are the it's like I really do not want to. I don't want to risk it, but I just want to fangirl over Spike for a minute. I'm like, I like Spike, okay? Anyway, um Spike and Buffy scene in his crypt is just gold because up until this point, Spike has been going out of his way to help Buffy, and they have this tentative, strange, unspoken thing going on. In case you can't tell, I ship it. Buffy makes this innuendo that she instantly regrets, and Spike just wants Buffy to um, get on out because he's afraid that um, he's afraid that he's gonna get the musical bug, but of course it comes for him, and we get one of my personal favorite numbers, Rest in Peace. And at this point there's like no one in the chat, but I'm gonna keep streaming anyway because I want you guys to watch it later. But in any case, the irony of this number, ever since season 2, Spike has been obsessed with Buffy. He wanted to kill her because she's the Slayer, and then became sort of this weird, reluctant ally, sort of a frenemy. And then he realizes that he's in love with her. Surprise, surprise. And now he's acting like a total anime tsundere because he wants Buffy to reciprocate his twisted love. It is so hilarious and funny, and I just love it. Ugh, I seriously just love this song, period. The best part of this song is when they go outside and there's a funeral happening at night in Sunnydale. Why there's a funeral happening in the middle of the night at Sunnydale, I will never know. But it makes great imagery that syncs with the lyrics because next thing you know, Buffy and Spike end up literally 6 foot deep. Cut! Or shut it! Cut! And then Buffy runs. And then Spike's like, so you're not staying then? And I'm all like, not after what you said to her, you moron! Moving on. Back at the summer residence, Tara's checking in on Dawn, who's just doing like her math homework, Dawn points out that Willow and Tara had a fight, but of course Tara doesn't remember. So she leaves, and Dawn's all alone looking while Tara's looking for something in the magic shop. And then Dawn gets kidnapped. How those dummies that work for the demon and got into Buffy's house, I'll never know. But regardless, that's the end of Act 2, and now we're going into Act 3. So we fade back into Dawn, who's at the Bronze with those dummies dancing around her. This song-free segment is known as Dawn's Ballet because Michelle Trachtenberg used to do ballet, and she is a really good dancer. This is also where we meet Sweet, who is played by Broadway veteran Hinton Battle. Now, while TV Tropes has pointed out that Hinton Battle was a fan of the show and loved being a guest star, playing the bad guy and all, I would be remiss if I didn't point out the stereotype buffet. Alba and Mac from Buffering the Vampire Slayer podcast go more into this though. Link in the description. I don't want to, say anything about that. They already did. So to quote Jessie Gender, nuance is a thing. Let's just move on, okay? So back in the magic box, Spike brings in one of the dummies who tells the Scoobies what we already know. Dawn's at the Bronze and Buffy needs to rescue her alone, so she does. But despite everyone going back and forth on helping Buffy save Dawn, Buffy just decides to go alone. And this leads into Walk Through the Fire, which is a fan favorite overall. This song is one of my favorites. We had the visuals, the way the Buffy and Spike's verses reflect exactly how they feel, because like Buffy just wants to feel something and Spike is just being a total tsundere. And then the Scoobies band together to help Buffy. There's also this bit where Willow goes, I think this line is mostly filler. It is basically like Blackout or Nonstop from Lin-Manuel Miranda's musicals. And Howard, I hope you share this with Lynn, because I know that he watches Buffy. He was talking with Sarah Michelle Gellar on Twitter for a while. So it would be so cool. Um, anyway, Buffy breaks down the door to the Bronze, ends the song, and makes a deal with Sweet. And it's really sad that she doesn't even care about whether or not she goes to hell, because she figures that her friend will just pull her out or something. I mean, she's already had heaven, and living in the world feels like hell to her. So, like, oops, spoiler on that part. Ouch. Um, but basically, now we're in Buffy's 11 o'clock number, Something to Sing About. Now, if Walk Through the Fire is similar to Nonstop, this song feels similar to Hurricane, with a bit of Rose's Turn from Gypsy. Buffy is caught in this big emotional turning point on the verge of a breakdown, but then Spike saves Buffy from burning out. Such a beautiful scene. My Buffy shipper heart. So as it turns out, Xander was apparently the one who summoned Sweet. I guess we can accept it, but I personally find it hard to believe given how Dawn first reacted to Sweet. But fan speculation is not part of this episode. Sweet decides to leave. The Scoobies sing, Where Do We Go From Here? And we're almost done. Oh, Lin-Manuel, Howard. It's more that like Lin-Manuel Miranda and Sarah Michelle Gellar were tweeting to each other during like 2017 when Hamilton was like in its early days, and I don't know if he mentioned Buffy, but definitely like he used an angel gif for Father Once Spoke of an Angel. It's that gif where Angel is taking his shirt off. Sorry. Angel is lame. His hair goes straight up and he's bloody stupid. I just had to get that out of there. Anyway, back to the show. Pay attention to the lyrics of Where Do We Go From Here, because the last line before we cut to the alley outside the Bronze is, the curtains close on a kiss not known. Because while everyone finishes their song of the Bronze, Buffy and Spike go out to the alley and they have a duet of their own. Buffy is looking for something that makes her feel anything. So she says, this isn't real, but I just want to feel. And they're walking towards each other, and then they're kissing. Oh my god, the kiss that these two had in the episode is just beautiful. The music rises, the curtains close, and that is the end of the episode. So that was Once More with Feeling, and you kind of see how it came to define all musical episodes to come, because every character in a musical episode gets an establishing song or a song that talks about what they want or something like that. Like, and you have like the romantic duets, and you have the group numbers, and you have some dancing, and they all revolve around like this conflict where everyone needs to just get something out of their chest, say it with say how you feel now, Once More with Feeling. um I just loved it. So that will be my stream for right now, and I'm thankful to Howard, who just came and supported me. Thanks to Katie, who came to uh check out the first stream even though it went down. Thanks to everyone who's watching after. And when I'll try to pick a better time to live stream these things. It really just depends on my schedule. Maybe Friday, maybe on Fridays. We'll see. But in the months to come, my next episode is going to be breaking down Buffy with the Enneagram types, because it's going to be a long one, because like there's so many Buffy characters and 9 Enneagram types plus wings and stuff, but it's basically a personality type system. And I also have a plan to do the same thing with the Avengers, to do a deep dive on their Enneagram types and just talk about what motivates the characters from Buffy and the Avengers. So thanks Howard Thanks, Howard, for coming. Go check out his channel because this is really part of his musical theater matrix. I really hope that it's okay that I spelled the hashtag differently. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for enjoying my Buffyversary with me, and thank you for watching this video. I hope there will be more episodes to come. This has been the ReWatcher's Diary, episode 1. I'll see you later.